Alright. Try to roll into the shade. I'll show you what I'm doing. We are in Northern California, Magalia. The workers built them so they could work on the hydro plants. Alright, so here's what I'm using. It's just a little jig head. Tiny, like 1/32 ounce jig head, and a couple of brown power eggs. I have no idea why it works. My guess is they're little tiny trout that they stock, and maybe they eat little brown pellets or something in the fish farm places. I don't know. It looks stupid, but like I said, I caught one on it, so it must be really elite technique right there, right? I'm just kind of reeling it back slowly, and I'm hooked on a leaf. These little tiny jig heads are not the best. If this doesn't work, I'll probably switch to a Castmaster. Maybe I'll try the jig with a real little tiny grub. The Castmaster's worked at this place before, I know that. I could be too close to the shore too. Just ooh. There was a bump. Oh, it's a little tiny fish. You can see it. Little tiny fish. And they're all very small. I think they stock them. Really, it feels like they stock them too young. I don't know. But they're barely pan sized. But they're fun on ultralight. I'm using an ultralight, 8-foot ultralight pole. It's an Nokiaa. And the 8-foot helps a little bit with the casting such light crap. And then I got 2-pound test on here too, so you can still feel them. I mean, even if you bump it up to 4-pound test, like, you could just horse them in and it doesn't feel like any fun. They follow it pretty close to the boat, and when they hit it, if they don't hook, I'll try to see if you can see them, because you can see them maybe like a foot below the surface hitting it. Little tiny things. You'll see one, hopefully. I give this a few more casts, and there we go. Oh, this guy's even smaller than the last one. Fun though. Little tiny guy. Oh, he's pretty then. Try to get him unhooked so I can let him go. I don't really want to eat these little guys. Perfect little pan size, I guess. Try to get him back in. Look how beautiful he is. Little guy. Maybe 10 inches. Little guy. Woo! He got out. You're gonna hurt yourself, dog. I hate when they flop out like that and then they're stunned when you put them back in the water. First one successfully caught and released. I'll probably catch a few more, maybe. Get back inside. Still breakfast to eat, guys. Gotta remember what's important. Yeah, I have no idea. I would never bite this if I was a fish. It looks like 2 little turds on a tiny jig head. If it's working, I'm not gonna question it. I think the Castmaster might work a little better. It's certainly more fun to fish. You just burn it all day. This one you got a little slow roll it through. Yeah, this 8-foot ultralight has changed the way I fish these little jigs. I couldn't throw them nowhere. It wouldn't go 10 feet. 2-pound test, spooled pretty high. It's a beautiful place. I think the lake, the boats are private for the people that stay here. But you'll see people on the shore fishing who must just live around in the area. I don't know. Maybe I put a little grub on it if this doesn't catch any fish. I like the micro jig. Feels like you work for it more than the Castmaster. You're just burning it back. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. This old guy said he caught about 8 using power bait. And I have some, so if we get desperate, I'll probably switch to that. But I'd like to not catch them that way, because usually when you catch them on power bait, you're using a sliding sinker rig, and I don't want to hook them in the stomach and then have to take them home. I hope that's about as harsh as I release a fish today. But I am the fish dropper, you can see in the videos. I do drop some fish. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not where they're at. Let's give it a couple more and then maybe I'll move and switch. It's fun when you're reeling it and you feel that little tap, tap, tap. They don't hit it like monsters, but there is no other feeling in the world like it, let me tell you. It's another reason why I don't want to use power bait. They're hooked by the time you feel it. Oh geez, you can see the bottom of this water here. It's gotta be like 4 feet deep. Let me scoot out a little bit. I like to stay somewhere close to the shade, try not to get too lit up. Oh, hey now. That's a hit. Tighten this drag up a little bit. Ah, he hit that good, baby. Oh, he's jumping. Oh. He feels a little more substantial, but he might just have a little more fight in him. He looks small too. Beautiful fish, man. Oh, he's a little bigger. It's a nice size, for here anyways. He must be a holdover. You can see the ones they plant are all really, really small. Man, he slammed this thing. Should have probably brought a net, but I figured I could just lift them all into this thing. And he's free. Dang, I wish I would have got him into the boat first. Oh look, you can see him in the water over there, see him? Beautiful fish, man. He was a decent size. All right, let me show you what I switched to. I had a couple casts with nothing on it, and I figured I'd change it up a little bit. So this is just a little crappie jig. It's a little heavier, I think, than the trout magnet. This might be like a 16th. And I got a little trout magnet grub on its little split tail. And yeah, I hope it's not too big because some of these fish are really little. So we're gonna see how it does. I'll let you know in a minute. Look who decided to wake up. Let me spin and show you this clown. Let's look at this.
I saw catching one.
You saw me? Yeah. It was a nice one. Yeah, like way bigger than the... I caught another one here. Yeah, he was big. Yeah, this jig head's definitely heavier because it casts way further. I just hope it's not too big. That's what she said. I think this jig head might be too big. Fish on. Man, I just kind of, I thought I might be snagged actually, because it didn't feel like he bit. Yeah, I got loose. Oh no, there was a bite, because there's one following it right now. But I'm snagged in some weeds, but the fish still wants it. I think he tried to hit it right when I was breaking through the grass. Because it felt like snag, but then when I pulled it through, it was popping like it was a bite. I think there's some weeds right there, and they hang out in them or something, because they bump it as soon as I pull. You can feel that little... Oh, he hit it and missed. What an idiot. I saw him. I saw him flash away, and I didn't feel it on the pole, but I set the hook anyways, but he had missed. I just thought maybe he was going towards me or something, because he flashed like he felt the hook. But he missed the thing completely. What an idiot. I'm setting the hook on an imaginary fish. There we go. Little guy. This is not the guy that's been following us. Calm, 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 calm. There we go. Caught and released, but you won't get to see it because I was busy hooking myself on the jig. This dumb fish made me hook myself.
You get extra points for that, bro.
Yeah, dude. I'd be a catch, too. I'd break all the records. All right, that's 4, 3 on the cam. Yeah, he ruined my showing the fish to the camera because I was busy hooked. It's really good to hit the camera with the pole while you're trying to set the hook, huh? Is that how the pro anglers do it? Man, this 8-pound pole casts so nice. I mean, 8 foot. 8 pound. Sometimes the bites are so subtle you trick yourself into thinking you have one and it's the weeds, and other times you think you're snagged and it's a bite. And with bigger fish it's very, very, very hard to do that. Oh, that was a bump. Bounce it off a rock and you may think it's a bite. But when it gets hit, there's no mistaking that. Unless it's these tiny fish, man, who knows. Man, this is so annoying. At about 5 feet from the boat you can start to see the fish following it, and then he turns away when he gets to the boat. See, look at this pull, but I think that's weeds. See? Because then I set the hook like an idiot, and it's nothing. But this... I'm hooked. Look how far it casts, baby. I do like that. He follows it, man. How can I be getting tangled so quick? There he is. Oh! Hit it. Oh! Can you see him? I thought he was gonna finally commit. There's one right under the boat there. As we fish longer and longer, it's harder for them to commit, huh? Oh, the shade is nice though. Man, I think I'm too shallow. I can see, I think I'm drawing them in from somewhere deeper, but I think I may be too shallow. Oh, somehow this is even shallower. That's not good. Oh! Oh, he hit it. Oh. Right under the boat, man. I'm gonna have to put the camera in the water. He was like, I could have hit him with the fishing pole. See, when you go a while without catching a fish, you start tricking yourself into thinking a weed pull is a bite. These dumb fish follow it right into the boat, but they won't commit. Why? Hit it, you ding dong. Oh, they get so close. It's really annoying. I think I'll go back to the little 2 turd nuggets. But I don't have a little tiny jig head, so I just got this crappie jig head, so I put a grub on it. I wouldn't necessarily call this a confidence bait. This is a little 1/8 ounce red rooster tail, but it is my favorite thing to throw. I would definitely not call it a confidence bait. On a rooster tail this size, in a little tiny reservoir, I once pulled out a 36.5-inch striper trolling for trout. So I was a kid and it changed my life. So I will forever love to throw a rooster tail. I haven't had so much luck with it lately. We'll just give this a few minutes. I can't tell if I think I might be dragging it off of the ground. Or it could be the blade spinning and I feel that friction. It's got some followers, but it's not spinning. There was one following it. But I don't even know if that's good anymore because I had every cast a fish following and I couldn't pull one in on the little trout magnet split tail. I think I'm about ready to call it.